So here is the tiniest professional accordion that Hohner makes. This is a, I believe, 25 key. Has 2 reeds per note, but it's quite a miniature size. Here I can span the keyboard with my hand. This is a 12 bass. I've got pictures inside of the reed blocks, and these are always a challenge to work on. These are basically very similar in scale to the Hohner Preciosa, which is the sort of equivalent in the diatonic side of things. So they just the insides are very similar. In fact, you can see here one of the things that makes it challenging is that one set of reed blocks is removable and the other is not. So half of the reeds on the treble side are waxed in place. The other half is on this removable one. So, but I always do the final tuning with the box all together. So that makes it very challenging. You can't really get at those lower reeds. So you have to put a piece of tape here and mark all the deviations on it, take it apart, fix the deviations, put it back together. So it's quite an iterative process, but it's doable. So what else? So on this one I did a full restoration on the reeds. So I have to remove all the reed plates, clean them, revalve them, and these are the non-standard. These have 15 millimeter width reeds, where the smallest on most accordions is 16 millimeter. So I've got special tooling I've made for that, and it makes the waxing challenging because they're so close together you can't get wax in between the reed plates. So what you have to do is put one in, and then while the wax is still soft from the previous reed plate, you bed the next one in, and then do the remaining 3 sides, and on as you go down. So you're always sealing one edge just as you place the reed plate in position. So when it's all done, there you can see it here, where how close together they are. There's just no room to get there later and put wax in between. So that's why that's required. But replaced all the valves, and another step that's not usual is that because the reed plates are 15 millimeter, not 16, many of the reed valves need to be hand trimmed because they're too wide, and especially the inside valves, because they would then rub on the walls of the chamber, the reed plate chamber, and so get hung up or just not work at all. But that's all done, and in this case, I've tuned it with a tremolo beat frequency of about 2 hertz on the low notes, up to 5 hertz on the high notes, and of course, as always, the goal as a tuner is to get things very even. So in this case, piano accordion, of course, it's the same pushing and pulling, same note. So you hear the tremolo, it's the same both ways. Anyway, this is actually too small for me to really play. I'll try to go through the notes quickly, but my fingers are so big. Yeah, it's easy to span 2 notes. But a nice sound to it. Can I get a chord? 4-note chord there. And it has the 12 basses, so this is sort of a diagonal arrangement. I'm not sure my hand will even fit in here. I don't think so. Same pushing and pulling. Bass note, matching chord. So lovely sound to it. I don't really play this, so I can't really demonstrate with song. One of the other things that I did find is it was somewhat leaky when I started it. And I did find I took the grill off, and I think I have a picture of me with a stethoscope. And I did discover there were three of the pallets that on the treble side that weren't really sitting completely flat. And since they're not flat, then they're allowing leakage even with no button pushed. So I cleaned the pallets off, and then I've remounted them with hot glue, which is a flexible material. Here's a hot glue stick, so you can see it remains flexible even after it cools. So that is really a better material for mounting the pallets, because it allows a little bit of flexibility, then making sure that pallet lies flat and gives you the best seal. Anyway, so this is all done. Beautiful little thing. I look forward to hearing the music that'll come out of it from its owner. Hohner, the smallest piano accordion they make, I believe. Well, maybe the Mignon is a little smaller, but that's a toy. This is a real one. Oh, and a shout out to my friend John Peluso Microphones. He provided this nice P84, which I love using for my demo videos.